News, U.S. and British planes.
Human is the new CD, and I must say, Rod Stewart, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
You do.
Marlon.
You're looking
Thank
so
you.
fit and trim. And
I take flattery very well.
yeah, well, you know, it's all deserved.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? I know you had the thing with your thyroid and your throat.
I'm fine. It was a really, really small cancerous growth on the thyroid.
Yeah.
And I caught it really lucky due to early detection. I went for a CAT scan.
Because were you feeling ill or just?
No, not at all. I go for one every year and just, you know, was lucky this year. We caught it just in time.
Right.
So CAT scans, everybody. Early detection is very important, men.
It is.
Went silent.
Yeah, exactly. And so then did it affect you? It didn't affect, obviously, your singing voice at all.
It's not back to its, it's about 75% of its strength right now.
Right.
You
And
know,
you
but
did this after you had the surgery?
Most of that was done before.
Before
thank
the
goodness.
surgery, yeah. And you wrote one of the songs with Macy Gray?
No, Macy wrote the song for me.
She wrote it for you?
Yes, I know you love her, don't you, Macy?
Isn't she amazing?
Yeah.
What was she heard your records, she loved you her whole life and said, here, this one's for you?
I don't know if it was quite like that. I'd like to think it was like that because the two of us sound somewhat similar, I think.
Yeah.
But my manager approached her and said, you know, could you write a song for Rod? And she said, of course, and that was the song. I think it's one of the best songs on the album.
Yeah. That first record of hers really blew me away.
Yeah.
I think
now she's got the difficult job of doing a second one.
Exactly, that's the hard part,
That's the
isn't
hard
it?
one, yeah.
How are all your kids?
They're all great and in great health,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah.
Absolutely
You've got
wonderful.
5, right?
5. The oldest is 21 and the youngest is 7. 6.
6.
One loses count over the years.
Are you happy to be touring again, or is it gonna be a...
It's going to be, we start probably in May, something like that, but it's going to be a struggle being away from the kids. It always is, but the older I get, the more attached I become to them.
Sure.
You know, you really, 5 of them, they just occupy my whole day,
Yeah.
you know.
Is it much bit different being a father now of a toddler than when you were, 20 years ago?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, with the first two, I think I was so wrapped up in my career and wanted to go out on tour and party every night and chase women that I sort of neglected them somewhat. Hopefully I'm making up for that now, but now I just want to be around them. I just, you know, it's like one of those things, the older you get, you know.
Yeah, the more you appreciate.
Yeah, you feel so lucky to have them all in good health.
What's the Spirit of Life award that you received?
God, it was such a great night, and I was so honoured. It's the City of Hope. They give it to individuals every year, people that have brought, you know, the masses, if I may use that word, joy and pleasure.
Right.
So hopefully I brought you all some pleasure over the
Yes,
years.
you certainly have. And was it a big dinner, and did somebody perform, or?
Yeah, we had Brandy was performing, Jill, Mark McGrath,
Right.
Darius out of Hootie and the Blowfish,
Right.
and my good self.
And you. And do you get nervous still performing, or not really?
Oh, terrible,
You
terrible.
do?
You know, simply because I went through the throat surgery, you just lose a bit of confidence in your voice and you don't know if it's going to work. It'll come back, but,
Right.
you know, I'm not breathing properly. That's the trouble.
Yeah, you have to relax into
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Right. Now, is it true before you became the big Rod Stewart rock star, you were a grave digger?
Yes.
Seriously?
What are you laughing at?
Well, that's almost like a joke job. What'd you do before this? I was a grave digger.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, and you with the big shovel, just...
Yeah, they don't do it that way anymore. They have these machines that dig them out in, you know, 2 seconds. But in my days, it took you all day to dig a grave, 2 of you.
Right.
It was a very depressing job, looking back on it.
Yeah, needless to say.
Yeah.
And how did you go from that to writing songs and everything?
Well, I was also a professional footballer for a while. Everybody knows soccer. Yeah. And I was never committed to that. I think the bottom of my heart wanted to be a musician. You know, I was never committed to playing soccer. I love it dearly now, and I still play a great deal. But I always wanted to be a musician. The lazy life.
Yeah, and were your parents supportive?
Oh, so much. Yeah, they were so supportive. And my dad bought me a guitar when I was 14 for no apparent reason. He just bought me a guitar. I think he saw Bill Haley and the Comets or something like that on the television. He thought there must be money in that, being a canny Scot that he was. Right. And so I never looked back.
Yeah. That's great. Listen, will you do another song for us?
I'd love to. What would
Last
you like to
time
hear?
I made you do Maggie May.
Right.
This time I'd like you to do Tonight's the Night.
Right.
All
you
right.
got it, darling.
All right
Here
then, Rod Stewart. Human is the CD.